What do you do? What do you do? So here it is. Here it is. Jeff, engineer Jeff, Engia Jeff, Jeff Junior, Jeff Junior,
Strong.
FF Jeff Junior. Well, the FF is already in your name, so it's really just like JE Junior. All right. Anyway, we're on brands tonight, man. You're the brand man. You're pure. And look, this is the show all about brands. So we've got a full branded show tonight. Jeff's, Jen's, Jeff Mike's, Jen Buns everywhere. What in the pre-show, of course, you have to subscribe to the Pulp Premium Patreon, the Pyro Premium, the Pork Man Premium. There's levels to this, okay? We're still adding levels. I don't know what the next one will be, but I bet it starts with a P. So we're all about branding here, right? And you talked about Splenda in the pre-show Patreon show. So what are we doing with the Splenda game? Can you elaborate on that? I know you said cereal, but like I want more. Let's get the juices flowing on the Splenda game.
So I mean, do I dive right in or do I dive right in?
Yes, I want it all.
So all right, so thanks for having me on, guys. I've never said this following sentence before, but for the first time ever, I love your guys' show. Thanks for having me on. Big fan. I came across you guys a few weeks ago. So about the Splenda thing, about maybe 3 weeks ago, I started taking these videos, Twitter videos of me in my car, and on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I drive my kids to school. I've got 3 kids, 2 of them go to school. And I drive to school and I chug a bunch of water in the morning and I drop them off. I stop at Cumberland Farms, which is a New England thing. I get it 2 iced coffees from Cumberland Farms, $2.10, not a big deal. And got to stay on brand. And I put Splenda in the coffee. So I take these stupid videos and essentially the theme was I tried not piss myself on the way to work. I mean, I'm just diving right in. And I drink a ton of fluids. I get these iced coffees. I put some Splenda in there. And at one point, Splenda had started responding to me. And they were like, oh, did you put the Splenda in today? And I just thought it was the funniest thing. So I started chirping at him all the time. I'm like, hey, Splenda, will you sponsor me? And no dice yet. But that's kind of the game I'm playing.
And that surprises me because, I mean, you see it all the time with these companies, whatever, between fast food and like even like government agencies and like literal states are like tweeting at people and sometimes like saying some wild things. Why wouldn't Splenda want to get into the FF game? I don't get it.
Well, I don't know.
So I just did a quick Google, and if you Google Splenda marketing, the first thing that comes up is an article from 2009. So I think Splenda needs to step up their game a little bit. They're dropping stuff from 2009.
Could be a sponsor.
I'm saying the open bar, and Jeff, or I don't know, at least when Jeff's on, it's the open bar is sponsored by Splenda. That's for sure. We'll take that. Well, I really tried to bait you into a good story because that's how I discovered you is those stories on Twitter, and those are lovely. So I figured we could try and get you into one of those, and we'll have plenty more tonight. All right, we're here. It's live. It's 4 minutes in, J Mike. That's it. Just 4. That's the shortest intro of all time. Right? Not bad. Really not bad, but we got things to get to, man. I don't want to waste time with the intro. Okay, we got a show sheet for you tonight. All right, you might notice that things are different around here. We got a couple of Jeffs, 3 really, 2.5, 1 Jen, 1.5. It's Liddy tonight, baby. It's 9:30 Eastern ish. It's Tuesday. It's Jeff Mike. It's FF Jen Bun. What's up? What's good, Jeff Mike?
Every day is a good day to grow, and I tell you what, the day that I became a Jeff, I really revolutionized how I saw the world. So I'm feeling good. Been a Jeff for about 15 minutes, and listen, life's never been better. I'll tell you that much. The fact that we've had the NFL draft, we've had rainy days here in the Natty. We've got Jamar Chase coming to the city. Listen, I don't know how I can be any more loved than I am right now. I mean, I feel like God is smiling down and has changed my name to Jeff for just such a time as this. So I'm here for it. I'm excited. I think we've got some hijinks up our sleeves that we've only briefly discussed with each other. The dogs are barking. I think it's about to be a good night. But I think more than anything, I don't know when, where, or how, Gabe, but we have to talk about the fact that at this point we're corporate shills now. And
we are.
That was mad creepy.
That was very bizarre. The pan was like way too perfect, and then the meow like.
That's Twizzler.
Don't you hide now, Twizzler. Don't you be all shy.
He's gone.
I'm out of here.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm excited. But yeah, we've got sponsors, Gabe. How do we handle that? We're not. This is new for us.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't really know how to do that like appropriately whatsoever. I know how to share a screen on here, so I can at least get that going. But look, the open bar. I don't know, J Mike. We should really just do this. We should really just do this every week. And look, we're truly not trying to make money whatsoever doing this show. Let's be clear. The money that was quote unquote made through this sponsorship was going directly to charity. J Mike, stop laughing. You can't laugh when I'm saying. They're not going to believe us.
This is new for me.
It's going to charity. I don't even know. Like, this is bad for me because I don't even know what charity that this is going to. Do you know, J Mike? Like he was telling us. Is it going directly to Toys for Tots? Because I said like do Fantasy Cares, and he was like, "Well, there's not a Fantasy Cares." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know." Well, so Toys for Tots on behalf of the open bar is kind of what's happening here. So what is this sponsorship? What are we pushing out? What are we shilling? As you know, the pulp premium people of Twitter. Well, none other than an article. And I'm curious about this website because people are starting to talk about it a little bit more and more now. I've seen our friend of the show CD on there. All right, don't have to say the full name. And another friend of the show, Sal, who's been on here a couple of times now and is probably the most focused on not making this show about football, which is absolutely wonderful. The first time
you mean my coworker Sal? So
that's right.
Your coworker.
Right.
That's
yes.
right.
I know Sal a bit.
Yes. 4 for 4. Shout out.
Shout out.
Shout out.
2 for Tuesday. Shout out.
Shout out.
I've got merch on.
Oh, we got the
Get
merch.
it.
I have a 4 for 4 hoodie on. Yeah.
Back down.
So the first time that Sal was on, we genuinely tried to watch the movie Money Plane. Now, if you're not familiar with the movie Money Plane, first of all, what are you doing? You can go ahead and just close this tab and just go ahead and start watching that. And once you are finished watching that, you should read. Oh, there goes my screen. Bye, screen. You should read an article. Where should you read this article? Well, theagingcooler.home. Is it .org? I thought it was a .org. Is that? It's a great advertisement. It's a great ad read. But I think this is exactly how Sal would want it. So that's good. The Aging Cooler. I've seen some things, from CD, from Sal. Who else has been writing stuff on there? Mike, friend of the show. Mike. Daddy's home. I think he's out on there. Right. So, five best parts of Money Plane. Now shout out to Money Plane, one of the best movies on the planet, purely. Now, I don't know. One thing I don't know is if Sal wants us to go through the 5 best parts of Money Plane, or if you want to decide for yourself after watching Money Plane and, see if your 5 best parts match up with Sal's 5 best parts. I don't know. All I do know is that Sal is a wonderful human and he's hilarious and writes about money plane, and he's all about charity, and 'tis the season in the FF community. So that's what it's all about. J Mike, what say you? Anything to add?
Listen, I don't think it can be any better said than our guy Zach Reed, Tacit Assassin 13 on Twitter. Kelsey Grammer as the Rumble. Let's go. If you've not seen Money Plane, to at least see the glory that is Kelsey Grammer as the Rumble, as well as obviously anyone who's had any kind of WWE love in their life with Edge. That's just creepy. That's so creepy.
Rumble, baby.
Yeah, let's get it. So shout out to Sal. Thank you for the fun and the bit, Sal. But yeah, 5 best parts of Money Plane. And shout out to Toys for Tots where the donation went to. So trying to spread some love here.
SFB season. Go sign up. You can still do that, turns out. I just showed you last week. All right, so that's done. Look, show sheet, step 1, check. I guess we can introduce the guests now. Even though we kind of half sort of did that, y'all know who they are. They're Jeffs. They're Jens. They inspire the show for tonight. We'll start with a repeat guest, basically a natural at this point, about to move at least to this spot over here. I mean, gosh darn close. I tell you what, the Tuesday mommy herself, Jen. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good.
Oh.
Thank you. I'm doing well. I have not seen Money Plane, so I'm kind of feeling a little crappy about that right about now. But other than that, I'm doing well. Happy to be here for, I don't know, 4 or 5, whatever time this is, but always a pleasure.
And I'll tell you what's this, like, maybe the Ryan Fitzpatrick of the open bar. I mean, we can just hit you on Sunday, Monday, a week before, 2 weeks before. You are game ready for Tuesday, no matter what. I swear, you are Mrs. Reliable.
I will show up and I will throw 4 touchdowns, or I will throw 4 interceptions. We'll see.
Look, the streak lives. I haven't seen a pick from you yet. All right? So I'm with it. Good to have you back, though, Jen, and thank you.
Awesome. Thank you,
for
guys.
for just being a Jen and allowing me to join the Jen Hive tonight. Shout out Jen Hive, FF Jen Bun. All right. Shout out. I think we have to shout out. I think we have to shout out Corey for
shout out Corey.
I think we have. Sorry. Yeah, Corey, thanks, dude. Yeah, Corey's great. I think you. In fact, he was just. What was the show that you were on? Segue to Jeff #1, who was on the show with Corey tonight.
Absolutely.
Welcome to the open bar for the first time, Jeff, the accountant. And sorry if I just shared your occupation on air to millions of viewers and listeners.
I'm more concerned about the children listening right now, so I don't think the children want to take their advice from fantasy football accountants. So thank you so much for having me. You know, I'm a big fan of Open Bar. Gabe is my FF nemesis, and so I'm very honored that he brought me on here. We did a Dynasty game night, and I was able to emerge victorious out of that. I don't know if I'm allowed to spoil that, but that came out a couple weeks ago. Again, yeah, you saw me with Corey and with Chef and my little group that we've got a new show that we launched that is on Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. You know, it's just kind of a get together with your friends and talk about fantasy, talk about life. Tonight we did a cartoon draft or an early childhood show draft. So that was fun. Again, you can find me with Fantasy Pros. You can find me with my other show, which is actually, again, the FF Nemesis that airs at the same time as you guys. The Devi Royale on the Going for Two network, and then obviously with Going for Two. But thank you so much for having me on, guys. I'm thrilled to be here.
Absolutely, my friend. Look at the folks out on Twitter, J Mike, having drafts. Come on. Who else? You know, if you know, you know. All right. Who'd have thunk? Hey, Jeff, for whom J Bell tolls, I've got a treat for you tonight. Speaking on DGN. Oh boy, howdy. All right, and the engineer. We know a few engineers in the Twitter streets, but ain't no Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. I don't know where I was going with that, but Jeff, the Splendineer. All right,
Let's go.
we
That
can
is
work with that.
badass.
I think that's better. All right, Jeff, he was like, yes, changing the handle now. Jeff, dude, welcome to the show. Nice to have you on for the first time. What's good, brother?
Thanks for having me on, guys. This is a blast. I love the Splendineer. I might have to go with that. That's pretty damn good.
That's
I love that. I love that. But I'm a big fan of the show, and excited to be on. I don't have any accolades as much as these other guys, the Jens and the Jeffs that are with me, but I write for the Fantasy Footballers, and I just kind of try to have a good time on Twitter. So thanks again for having me on. Looking forward to a good night.
You do have fun on Twitter. I'll tell you what, man. I've told Jen before that she was too nice on Twitter, and then she said she was going to bring the heat. I actually haven't checked the receipts on that to see if this is true. I haven't in a while, at least. I'm gonna have to run through the history. She's feeling like she might. I think I've been a little too nice.
Yeah, I don't know that I changed my ways there, Gabe. But I'm not. It's not that I'm nice. I just don't. I'm not one of those people that argues with people about anything. I just don't see the point.
Yeah.
And I just see people all the time arguing about, whether it's fantasy or your favorite freaking cereal. Like, why? Who cares? Like, eat what you want to eat, like who you want to like. I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah,
I think we.
If you want ketchup on your hot dog, put ketchup on your damn hot dog. I don't care.
No. Yeah, I think we bring that here and we just kind of disperse and be like, all right, let's just put it into a draft and like pick your thing and move on. And we even try to fit into the outro so like people don't even have a chance to like turn it into something else. Good people out in these Twitter streets, I swear. So J Mike, that's step number 2 or 3, I guess. So we did intro, we did brand. All right. We came up with some names already. We've done the guests introductions.
Is this the part where we actually get into the meat of the show?
The meat of the show.
Oh wow. Okay. Well,
I don't know.
What's salad cream?
Condiment draft. See, I think we've had.
We
have before. I think we've had a.
What is that?
I think we've had a sauce draft.
Salad cream is something from the UK that is kind of like mayo with like dill pickle included in it. And
like a tartar?
So it's
Like
like
a
Big
tartar?
Mac. Big Mac sauce.
Yeah,
It's
I don't do white creamy
Thousand Island.
sauces, so I don't really know.
Oh,
I couldn't tell you.
Pause.
So.
Interesting. I've never even heard that term, salad cream.
yeah.
Like salad
new one.
dressing, but like cream. I don't know. All right.
I saw that going around on Twitter. That's kind of a weird thing. It was like a white greenish thing.
It came out of our
Absolutely.
little square of the Twitterverse. So it was found in somebody's fridge, and then Corey is on a mission to do some cooking with salad cream, and I think we're all looking forward to the results.
Oh, okay. I see. I thought it was a totally random thing that just showed up in the chat. I didn't realize that this was a thing that was.
This
already
is an
happening.
inside joke.
Okay, cool. Because I was just like,
so it's
what?
coming from somewhere.
All right.
Welcome to the inside joke, Jen.
Welcome to the
Well,
inside joke.
I was not.
Inside
there.
jokes are great. Someday I hope to be part of one.
Yeah.
Love that throwback. Michael Scott.
Mm-hmm.
Well done. Well done.
right.
I don't want to step on what you have.
I don't want to
So
step
I
on
would
what you
love-
have.
I mean, here's what kind of makes me nervous is that we thought of the same thing,
Oh no,
and if we did, it's fine.
that would be.
It just means
interesting.
that it would be really interesting knowing us. I want you to go first.
Okay.
I want you to go first. Is that okay?
All right. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I kind of stumbled upon into this show, the quote unquote planned show of Jeff's and Jen's. Shout out to other Jens that I either asked or couldn't make it. All good here on the open bar. I'm FF Jen Bun, and we have another Jen here tonight. But we do have 3 Jeffs in the building as well. So I figured we could do some sort of little play, a little name game of sorts with Jeffs and Jens. All right. If you're unfamiliar with a name game, shout out to DGN, the Dynasty Game Network. All right. I don't even know who to shout out anymore because it's like it just leads into so many different guests and people. But I know Bosch and Outhouse and
Matt Price.
Pricer.
Yep.
That's the main three that I know at least. And I was on with Jeff, with the accountant Jeff, and he crushed me, absolutely crushed me.
It was a narrow victory.
It was embarrassing.
Very fortunate.
It was embarrassing, and the name game was absolutely just abysmal. So
there's no shame in losing to an accountant in tax season. I'll just throw that out there.
Okay, respect.
It is tax season. I am a tax accountant, so I don't even know how I'm upright, but it is what it is.
CPA
And
life.
I did
3 shows.
CPA life, and I did beat you during tax season. So
3 shows today. 3 shows today. Killing it
today.
One
day at a time.
So I got a name game. Anyway, if you're not familiar with the name game, you're blending 2 things together into one thing. 2 names, one's going to be, guess what? A Jen. One's going to be, guess what? A Jeff. Either one, dependent on, if it's he, she, basically is going to be the differentiation. The other is going to be a current NFL player. Now, what's difficult, and I made a little fun here, Jeff, because you know how furious I was about the blending of names. The middle part of the name is more of a literal blend of the last name and the first name of the NFL player. Like, it is not so much a clean vibe into the next name. Like the end of the last name does not flow into the first part of the first name necessarily. It could, but it could also be just a blend of sorts. You'll kind of catch the vibe once you hear the first one, I think. It will always be either the Jen or Jeff first. These are actors/actresses. Okay. Current NFL players. All right. Nothing tricky there. It's the same order every time. How I'm going to deliver it to you is I'm going to take actor or actress, and I'm going to take their probably like kind of most popular movie or maybe TV show, and I'm going to kind of do a spin-off of sorts. All right. But I'm going to do a spin-off with said player. Okay. Whether they're part of a group, part of the duo, part of the whatever journey it is. Shout out Steffi Smalls journeys. All right.
Don't stop believing.
Don't stop believing. Never. I saw where I see the meme on Reddit. It was like, Journey's going to be so upset that I stopped believing for a brief moment this morning. Quick little giggle. Anyway, it's a spinoff. So I'm going to try to read it maybe in a theatric voice of sorts. I'll give you the genre of the movie/TV show. All you have to do is say the Jeff or Jen's name. So, and then the blended name between, and then the last name of the NFL player.
Yeah. All right.
Easy.
See what we can do here.
I'd imagine you'll be able to get the 2 names very well. And then, yeah, poetic license. Exactly. But it's messier than that. It's like hardly a license. It's like a permit. So a poetic permit, if you will. Very, very blended here. So are we ready? I wish I had some,
Let's get it.
wish I had some background music of like a basic, you know how you can do like background music of like a quote unquote scary movie, and it's like boom, boom. And you're like, blah, 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 whatever. So anyway.
Wait, what do you like?
I don't know. Blah, blah, blah.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
All right. So check me out. This first one is a bit of a, I don't know, romantic comedy of sorts, a spinoff. Okay. So she gets off the plane. All right. She doesn't go to Paris. Nope. She opens a buffet, and with a buffet comes tables. In walks a sweet man who knows about tables. It's not a miracle. It's matrimony. I need actor or actress's name blended with player. There's a lot of hints in there of who that player was.
That was.
Are we comfortable with the actor or actress's name? I mean, I did say she to start it off. So
Yeah, I mean, I would think. I mean, I don't know, but I mean, there
Starts
aren't.
with Jen.
It's probably
It does.
Jennifer Lopez because she was in some kind of marriage movie, right?
the biggest hint right here is
No?
getting off the plane, not going to Paris.
In a
Jennifer
rom com.
Aniston?
I'm the worst. Oh yeah,
That'd
from
be
Friends.
Friends
Yeah,
when
Friends.
she didn't get
yeah,
off
yeah,
the
yeah.
plane.
For sure.
Okay.
There you go.
Now we're flirting
Never
with
seen
something here.
Friends. Man.
I hate Friends. It's just the first
Wait,
Jennifer that came to mind.
Friends is fantastic for falling asleep. We fall asleep to it every night. So that's my
man.
biggest thing I could say
Fall
about
asleep.
Friends is it's fantastic to fall asleep to.
So Jennifer Aniston and a player that
Knows
goes behind that.
knows about tables. It's not a miracle. Knows about tables. Think about tables.
Well, Buffalo Bills know about tables.
Mhm,
They do.
mhm, mhm.
And it's not a miracle though.
Well, there's
Does it
Music
have to
City
be-
Miracle.
Ah.
Wait,
Uh-oh.
I don't
Does
know.
it have? There has
Nope.
to be a Jeff though, right?
Nope. No.
No, it's a Jen.
Oh!
Jen Aniston. Something.
Just a Jeff or Jen to start, and then any NFL player on the back end.
It's Stephon Diggs, right?
Blend them together.
Jeff
Have fun with that, Jen.
Jeff on.
Jennifer is untouched. Leave Jennifer alone.
I mean, how? Like, so you have something in mind that I have to actually come up with? Like, that's ridiculous.
Jennifer is left alone, and then
Jen Anna Stephon Diggs.
there it is.
Ah!
Jennifer Diggs.
I mean- All right.
Galifianakis. Where did we go here?
Hey, I got the player. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
you know.
You did.
really the
Jennifer
most
That
Anna
was, that was
Stephon
the help.
Diggs.
That was what I needed. So.
Jennifer Anna Stephon
Okay.
Diggs. And this is the first one I came up with, and I definitely got longer with the description. So I realized that maybe I haven't given you enough with that one there. Sorry. I honestly I thought the get off the plane thing was like, I don't know. Never mind.
But see, you had
I
me
got
at-
that.
I thought it was Jennifer Lopez because she was in some kind of like wedding marriage movie, and you talked about something about wedding, right? Or no? Maybe I just heard that. I don't know. All right, go on.
There's a lot of
I said
tables
it's
and
not a
planes.
miracle, it's matrimony. Romantic
This-
comedy.
yeah. All right.
Yeah. All right. Next up. This is a just straight up comedy, creative comedy. So you might have thought there was a better baller in the Bay 2 years ago, but that's just like your opinion, man. Straight off the JUCO bowling squad, dude racks him up and knocks him down better than Jesus. Or is it Jesus? I don't know. Pulled out the rug from both top targets, including the White Russian and the Big Debowski. That's revenge to be had. But who will strike first?
What's Jeff Bridges is the actor.
Jeff
Remember there's
Jeff Wilson Jr.,
I was going to say Jeff Wilson was my guess on that.
the Bay.
The Bay and the bowling
the
ball.
blended part is weird. The blended part is very weird. It's not going to necessarily flow like you might want it to.
But are
The
those
dude. Something with the dude.
Who was in the Bay 2 years ago? Not a
You
better
thought.
baller in the Bay.
No, we're talking the JUCO baller now.
JUCO baller.
Come on, Dynasty fam. What's this?
You're taking way back like Jeff Garcia.
Oh no. It's not look, guys, it's not another Jeff. There's
Yeah, it's Jeff Bridges. So the Bridges is going to go into
Bridges.
the player's name. So
and that's going to be pretty messy there in the middle.
That's one
Will you
messy
play
bridge
hot or
you're
cold?
working with.
Well, no. He pulled out the rug from both top targets, including the White Russian. Who's the White Russian? Quote unquote. top targets on. We
Polar
clearly
bear.
know it's the 49ers. We're going to. Oh, boy. Oh, oh boy. Oh, boy. No? We don't think George Kittle looks like a white Russian at all? No? Okay.
That's fair.
Never mind.
That's fair.
I thought that nailed it. I was like, oh my gosh, he looks like a white Russian. Perfect. Anyway, and
I was
then
thinking it was Kyle Juszczyk or however.
and then the big Debowski. I think we can. Do we know who that is? No, Debo
Samuel. Let's go.
All right.
Okay, so who's the third target that outscored both of those guys?
Ayuk.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff. Wait a second.
Oh yeah, it's messy.
Jeff Brandon Ayuk.
Jeff Brandon Idges Ayuk. That's right.
Oh my god.
And you were upset about Rockies that he was throwing at you, man. I think you wrote a Rocky apology.
I did apologize to him on air, but I told you he was messy in the middle.
Very messy. You're bringing it back. You're bringing Brandon, and you're the edge of Brandon Idges. You just swing it back there.
Brandon and Bridges, Brandon Idges Ayuk. Who doesn't know Jeff Brandon Idges Ayuk?
Good job, Gabe.
I think
by
we
you.
should start calling George Kittle the White Russian, though. I think that's pretty dope.
I'm down.
All right, next up. This is kind of a. Is everyone tired of this yet? By the way, so
No.
Next up we have. No. All right, so we have what is this style? Like an action, like I don't know. It reminds me like teen action movie, I guess. Like teenagers would watch it probably. All right. The world is somewhat normal, but it turns out there's a newcomer that's still hungry. He's conquered the districts of Pompano Beach to Jefferson County, shout out, to the DMV.
I live in Jefferson County,
Not that one.
but I do right now. Go ahead.
She won't play games, but she won't throw it either, like him, according to the people. This will be a battle of the birds, indeed. See, I think Zach would appreciate the hell out of this creative writing for some of these. They've been fun. Well,
It's Jennifer Lawrence.
It's Jennifer Lawrence for sure, but
Okay.
All right, that was not for sure for me, for the record. So I'm way out of this.
That was not for sure for me.
well, it's Hunger Games, even though I haven't seen or read any of them, but I do know
Right.
that.
Okay.
So can you go back to the player? So it's a quarterback that plays for a team of the bird, right? Is that where we are?
Plays for a bird. He's been through Pompano Beach, Jefferson County. I'm surprised J Mike's not all over this. And the DMV is the closest I could say without giving it away. And then
Carson Wentz
won't throw it either, like him, according to the people.
So it's
Battle of the Birds.
I know who it is. I know who both of them are. I just don't know how you. Jennifer Lamar Jackson, or something like that.
That was going to be my favorite part, just people trying to blend it. Jennifer Lamarance Jackson. Lamarance. Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
He won't throw it, according to some people, is finally what got me there.
Yeah. Jefferson County. Louisville, come on. J Mike. You're muted, J Mike. J mute check. Jeff mute check.
Jeff mute check strikes again. I was too busy stuck on the district. Like I couldn't get the district out of my head.
Yeah.
And all I was thinking about was Ryan Fitzpatrick. And I was like, he hasn't played for any bird teams lately. Like, what are you talking about?
Well, I was thinking about the districts in the Hunger Games. So that's where I was going.
Yes.
Honestly, Ryan Fitzpatrick was in my head too, and I don't know why. And I had a hard time with that.
Once you get him
I
in,
was
he
trying
doesn't
to
go out.
I was trying to figure out Jennifer Trevor Lawrence somehow, and I thought you'd split it up on here.
I know, honestly,
the Jaguar fandom.
When I first started the name game, like I think she was one of the first couple of Jens or Jeffs that I thought of, and I was like, oh, like Lawrence, duh. And so I started looking up kind of some other Jeffs and Jens. I was like, no, that won't work. It's like there was no crossover, so I just kind of forced it. I know I forced it. All right,
It's the fun that matters.
it's the fun that matters. This is action. I think there's some comedic moments to it, for sure. All right, some scary parts, I suppose, depending how you feel. Right when you thought humans would finally respect the beasts of prehistoric times, the next age of monsters, including Sir Purr and the gang, show up. They can't cage the pterodactyl. They can't outsmart Christian McRaptory. The Tyrandersinosaurus. Get out. And of course, we cannot forget
Jeff Goldblum is in it.
It's definitely Jeff Goldblum and some
Goldblum.
sort of panther, but I don't know which one you're going
Christian
for.
McCaffrey.
the
Oh,
one
no.
basically the one I didn't say, kind of sorts.
There's a few you didn't say, but
This one's a tough one to blend. It's right there in the middle.
Jeff Goldblumore.
Close. Yeah, there's a D
Jeff
in
Gold.
gold.
Jeff Gold DJ.
Gold DJ Moore.
Gold DJ Bloom Moore.
That's the one.
There we
I
go.
like it.
Sure.
Jeff
for it.
Gold, DJ Bloom Moore. Yes.
Rolls off the tongue.
Yes, it does.
does.
Just natural.
Love it.
What's funny is I literally typed out Christian McCaffrey. And so when I was reading it, I was like, wait, what pun did I say? Like, oh yeah, McRaptory. All right.
Joe. Oh, this one's tough to blend in the middle. Not like the other ones. Joe from the highway, from downtown.
Yeah. You're right. All right. This is a scary movie. Horror flick. All right. An oldie. She knows. She still knows. She will always know. You can run. Run fast even. She knows you're hurt. Or at least she thinks so. She knows about the drugs. She knows everything. You can't escape. Not even to the beach. You're going to a wish you
this
never
one.
did what you did.
I know the actress, but I don't know where you're going with the player. Did you
know what
actually?
you did
It's
last
the-
summer?
Did you
It's the
say something?
drugs and the beach. It's the drugs and the beach that got me.
What?
If
You got
it
it,
is what I
J-Mike?
think it is. I think so. Jennifer Love, Hugh Will Fuller.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good
nice.
job. Good
Jennifer
job.
Love,
I knew it. I
Hugh Wilt.
figured it was Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Yeah.
Knew what you did
Jennifer
last
Love,
summer.
Hugh Wilt Fuller.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, I was thinking
She
drugs.
will always know. I mean, I kind of lay up there.
See, I was thinking drug. Like
And Will Fuller did drugs, so that's why.
I know. Yeah.
Drugs
I
and
was
beach.
thinking like
Did you ever
drugs,
stop?
drugs, like not
This
PEDs,
was-
but like drugs. Like I was thinking
Sorry
Josh
if your
Gordon.
family's watching Will Fuller, but you did do drugs. So
This was on my mind for another when I was like Jennifer Lawrence, Trevor Lawrence, Jennifer Love Hewitt. I was thinking Jordan Love again. So I think I could have, if I had more than I don't know 45 minutes ish to prepare. I don't know, maybe could have done something. Anyway, what do we got next?
Yo.
Christian McRaptory.
It better be.
that's fantastic. That's really good.
Christian McRaptory is going to be my team name everywhere.
All right.
Oh gosh.
This is comedy, straight up. Oldie but a goodie. Doesn't get any dumber than this. Maybe if you carried an 80-yard touchdown and fell down at the 10 on your accord, but no. No.
Jeff
No.
Daniel Jones.
Jeff Daniel Jones
Yeah,
Jr.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
cutting me off? Cutting me off? Don't let me
Yeah,
finish?
cut you off.
Finish.
You're done, son.
A little layup.
You're
Wow.
done.
Just lay it up.
Pretty bird.
Trying to kill pretty birds every year. Pretty birds. The Eagles. Stealing
Blonde
a
Conqueror.
contract
Ooh.
that's probably not yours. And just making giant mistake after mistake. You won't want to miss it. Money Plane.
I just need to get off here and go watch Money Plane because I've never seen it.
I'm telling you. I think we got about half the people to at least do that. All right, last one. Last one. This one might be tough. Might be a reach. We'll see. It's a older TV show, and kind of a I don't know, action and action. Sure, I don't know. It was like corny. What do you call it? Network TV show. She's familiar with going undercover. So he's hired her to infiltrate the organization in his best attempt to keep his job that some other hot hair and bodied hunk got. It won't be easy. He might even get traded if he's caught. But in the event that it falls through, he'll likely fall back on a modeling career. This one's tough. I meant to throw in another...
Jennifer Jimmy Garoppolo.
Ooh, but you have
Jennifer Gardner Mitchell.
There it is.
There's
Oh.
Jennifer Gardner Minshew.
Strong.
I guess he is modeling out there on the modeling for Wrangler or whatever it is. Is it Rustler or Wrangler?
Yeah.
My first thought was Eric Decker because that's just where I went when you went with the modeling thing. I was not on the
He is
Jimmy G.
handsome. He is handsome. All right. That's all I got for
Good.
Jens and Jeffs and Jens and Jens and Jeffs. I promise I won't force any more on you.
That was a fun game, Gabe. I enjoyed it.
I like that.
Thanks.
I'm disappointed that you didn't incorporate DJ Jazzy Jeff from Fresh Prince. I mean, that was like in my mind
I know.
about how do I incorporate that.
I could already foresee that this was going to go horribly, so I didn't. I could go all day and make like 20 of these, but I mean, not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. Too many hints, too many. I don't know, but there you go. Jeff, Mike, you're up.
See, that's the thing.
Oh.
I mean, we were in the same vein,
Okay.
at least in the same zip code. This is funny you mentioned DJ Jazzy Jeff. Gonna have to strike that one from the record as well. Anyway, the name of this game, if you're ready to play, it's Name That Jen or Jeff. That's it. The rules are pretty simple. That's the name of the game. The rules are simple. I'll give you clues that point to a famous Jeff or Jen. They could have Jeff or Jen in either the first or the last name.
There we go.
Okay. All right. The buzzer is you saying your own last name. Okay. So that's how I know who's answering the question. And please don't answer the question first and then try to say your name because that defeats the purpose. First person to answer correctly gets the point. So we'll have a quick practice round if you're ready. All right. So I'll just start listing these hints. You say your last name anytime in the midst of the hints if you want to answer. Okay. Here we go. Obsessed with books. Home state is Virginia. Hamilton. Co-wrote the Declaration of Independence.
Bell.
Go for it, Bill.
Thomas Jefferson.
Thomas
Yeah.
Jefferson. Bingo. The next hint would have been the third president of the United States of America, which hopefully that would have done it. Okay, so
I'm
pretty
clipping that one,
straightforward
J
game.
Mike. Got you to sing, just so you know.
Unbelievable.
Did it.
That's the name of the game.
Name that Jen. Or Jeff.
Or Jeff.
Oh, Jeff. Who's that girl? It's Jeff.
Or Jen.
Or Jeff. All right, here we go. The points matter now. Several of these I have to skip because actually, no, we're going to run with it anyway. Let's just have fun.
Yeah.
Are you all ready? Again, last
Yes.
name, buzzer. Here we go. The American Bible Challenge radio host. Are you smarter than a fifth grader?
Bell.
You might be a
Bell.
redneck. Oh, what's
Bell.
up, Bill?
Bell. Jeff Foxworthy.
Jeff Foxworthy.
I had his
now
face, I
now we
couldn't
have to
remember
come
his
up with a
name.
player that blends with
No.
Foxworthy.
Jeff Dominique Foxworthy.
Nice. Yes.
Nice. It's the same last name.
Strong Ravens vibes.
Yeah.
Strong Ravens vibes.
If I knew
love it.
any NFL players that had the last name Aniston, I promise I would have done it.
All right. Here we go. Next up. Kids Incorporated. How do I deal? Party of Five. Ghost Whisperer.
Akins.
Let's get it.
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Jennifer Love Hewitt. Indeed. That was some of her earlier work. Fast forwarding and getting to obviously Ghost Whisperer and I Know What You Did Last Summer, which would have been a dead giveaway. Shout out. Akins is on the board.
Yes.
1 point. Akins on the
Shout
board,
out
1
Salad
point.
Cream.
Shout out to Salad Cream 101. Shout out. Shout out to Linda, who is only here for Jen. Not
Yes,
sure if
Linda.
she means FF Jen Bun or the Tuesday
Same.
Mommy. Just saying.
Of course.
All right.
We know.
Number we know. All right, number 3. Philanthropist.
Mm.
Actress.
Mm.
Academy Award.
Oh, that's gotta be.
Weight Watchers.
Oh.
Dream Girls.
Oh.
American Idol.
Bell.
Ah, there it is.
Bell.
Jennifer Hudson.
Yep.
Jennifer Hudson.
Yes.
J Hud. Thank you. Bill on the board with 2 points. Still waiting for the Splendinier and the Jen Bun to get on the board here.
I wish I studied Jeffs and Jens ahead of time.
It was obvious
Here
what
we
we're
go.
gonna do
I mean,
tonight,
yeah,
right?
you knew what was
Had to,
happening.
had to.
Yeah.
That's me. That's on me.
Had to. All right, here we
Always
go.
come prepared.
Always have to. Question number 4. Gritty.
Mm.
Baton Rouge. The real rookie of the year. Skull.
Bell.
Yeah,
Bill.
I forgot my last name for it. I was like, yeah.
Fields. What you got, Bill?
Justin Jefferson.
Yes.
Justin Jefferson.
Real rookie. of the
Bill
year.
gets the square and another point. 3 points. He's running away with this thing, y'all. There's only 11 total questions, so y'all gonna have to get with it right now. I see you. I see you down here in the chat, Dave. The Jefferson love. I see you. You know what's up. All right, here we go. The Bill Engvall Show. X-Men.
Bell.
Uh,
Bell.
Bell.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah, buddy. Jennifer Lawrence. Repeat.
Jennifer
4.
Lamarance Jackson.
Jennifer
Yes, I'm sorry.
Lawrence Jackson.
Jennifer Lawrence Jackson. The third. Get at her.
Jenna Trevor Lawrence.
Strong. All right. This will be a tough one. I'll tell you right now. You're gonna have to put your big pants on here. 21,711 yards. The longest Pro Bowl touchdown of 92 yards. Cincinnati Bengals. East Carolina
Greenwood.
quarterback.
I think I know it. Yeah.
Let's go, Jeff.
Jeff Driscoll.
No.
Good guess. No.
No.
Bell.
Ah.
What you got?
Jeff Blake.
Jeff Blake. You know I had to sneak a Cincinnati answer in there. Y'all know what's up. Bell with another point. This has gotten brutal. 5 points for Mr. Bell. I mean, maybe you guys will get one right here shortly. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 answers. Questions left. Here we go. I'm gonna get this one out the way real fast. Because it was done earlier. Summertime. Fresh Prince.
Bell.
Jeff. Greenwood.
Tried so hard.
Come on.
Bell.
Damn
DJ
it.
Jazzy Jeff.
There
This
it
is my
is.
1 point.
It was yours. That was all yours, Jeff. I'm sorry.
That was the one.
Thank
That
you
was
for
the one.
incepting me and having that in my head.
Here we go. Yeah, I'll get this one out of the way too. Musician. Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Independence Day.
Bell.
Bell.
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum. There it is. Jurassic Park. Life finds a way. All right, so Bell's officially the winner, but we'll finish these last few questions here because this is fun. Moving on. Anaconda. In Living Color. Waiting for Tonight.
Oh no.
From the Block.
Greenwood.
Higgins.
Greenwood's first. What you got?
J-Lo? Jennifer Lopez?
J-Lo, Jennifer Lopez. Let's go.
I needed 1
I was
point.
like,
All right.
who sings that?
All right, only two left. Olympian.
This is true.
Kardashian. Running for
Aikens.
California governor.
Aikens.
Greenwood.
Aikens.
Dude, I got you by like 3 seconds. So if you're talking Olympian, we'll go Bruce Jenner. If you're talking now, it's Caitlyn Jenner. But it's, you know.
Good for 2 points. Well done.
Thanks.
Good for 2 points.
That'll work. She's got 3 points. All right, last one. You don't know what love is. God, dear God, make me a bird so I could fly far, far, far away from here. Run, Forrest, run.
No.
Bell.
Jenny Gump.
Eventually, Jenny Gump. Yes, Jenny Curran prior to that.
Okay.
Circle gets the square. Jeff Bell wins, and that is the name that Jen or Jeff. That's it. Thanks for
right.
playing.
Good job, guys.
All right.
Crushed it. Y'all were
Man.
Bell. You're all over it.
How does it feel to kind of maybe have the idea in your head that like you three will never be on the same show again?
Well, I
The
think
open
now we
bar.
need to make it our mission to do it again on the open bar, maybe.
How can we come up with more games? I did see, you know what? And I'm totally kidding. We might need just an annual Jeff and Jen show, or monthly if possible. But
Monthly check-in.
weekly,
How's Jeff Hive
how are
doing?
the Jeffs and Jen? Trader Joe, FF Trader Jeff in the chat. Jeff and Jen, ADP game. Everyone's a Jeff or a Jen tonight. All right. Waiting for tonight. Oh.
Oh my God. What are you doing?
Man, you know how well karaoke works on StreamYard? Like I didn't think that the music and the lips were gonna line up so well. Really good. We need to have a karaoke night some night, J Mike. Just saying, Jeff Mike, sorry.
Writing it down.
Yep. Okay. Is this possible? Is this possible, J
No,
Mike?
it is not.
No, there's not.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna give my 5-minute call just so you know, because I was supposed to leave.
5 minutes.
I was supposed to leave at 8:30. We're at 8:40. I'm gonna go till 8:45.
Okay.
Appreciate you.
Tuesday,
so,
mommy in the
just
building.
so I don't fully dip out, I'm at least giving you some warning.
So before we dip, before you dip, before I dip, you dip, we dip, Jen. What do you want to discuss before we go?
I don't know. You mean like football wise? My life wise? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how you follow up two games like that with content.
What's your game, Jen?
I'm not. I did not. I missed out on my copy of the show sheet, so I was not prepared to write. I did not write up a game.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's have a quick bit of fun before you do go.
Yeah.
All right. It's not serious, y'all. Deep breaths. It's not that serious.
Okay.
They say we don't do things relevant. Let's just touch on our favorite picks from the 2003 NFL draft. You all ready?
2003?
Googling 2003 NFL
Now
draft.
ready.
That Joey Harrington draft.
I'm trying to think
David
of
Carr.
in high school. Good.
trying to think of what part of my life I was in 2003.
Yeah.
If I could possibly even come up with one name.
That was
18 years ago. Can you imagine?
Is that the
What we-
Roethlisberger
I
draft?
think that's around when I became a Jaguars fan. Well,
I was just about
4
to say,
years.
what were you doing 18 years ago? What were you guys doing 18 years ago?
I was in college in 2003, so I
Oh,
was
God.
doing fun things.
See, this question is
grade.
frustrating because I was a full-scale adult in 2003, and I knew people were going to be like, I was in elementary school.
Hey, college is not that bad. I mean, you can get anybody on here that, yes, the people be like, well, I was actually 7
Yeah.
years old in 2003, and now I'm writing fantasy
Yeah,
content.
See,
probably
2003.
03. 18 years ago. Can y'all? Oh, that's dumb. Oh my gosh.
It's half my age.
God. Yeah, I was. Yeah, I mean, I got married in 2005. Like, I was a full-on adult with a job. I can't say I
Man.
was doing anything too exciting in 2003.
Gabe, middle school?
Yep.
Or were you in like fifth grade?
Seventh grade.
Seventh grade?
Oh,
Seventh
Lordy.
grade, kicking it with Mrs. Rose. Shout out Mrs. Rose.
God, you remember your 7th grade teacher, huh?
This is a weird thing because I was actually just challenged and called out by my very own students, thinking that I didn't know all of my elementary school teachers' names, all of my middle school teachers' names, and not my high school teachers' names. I'm like, what are y'all talking about? Do y'all not like? I was taken aback that I went through them. I went 1 through 12, just like that. But anyway, Mrs. Rose, one of the best math teacher. Shout out, Miss Rose again.
Shout out.
She would always talk in the third person, and she literally had that type of accent, like, oh, and Mrs. Rose, oh, oh.
Sound like Miss Piggy?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit. Yeah. So, I guess that's the most memorable from 7th grade. But
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say, fun fact: dated my now wife in 7th grade.
That's amazing.
So
I
not all
was-
the way through. She dumped my ass, man.
It was a rocky relationship, roller coaster.
Yeah. I don't want to talk
Hit him
about
with
that.
that FF man dump. Hey.
I was only in 8th grade, so I'm with you. I mean, middle school, I think one of my most memorable things, I think I had a crush on one of my teachers, Mrs. Jen. I think I burned her like
No
a
way.
Coldplay CD. So,
No way.
bad boy life, get a little Coldplay. And yeah,
I'll
Didn't
fix
go
Last
you.
anywhere.
name
but-
was not Jen. You're
I
lying.
will fix you.
I swear to God,
Mrs. Jen, I will fix you.
I swear to God,
No.
all right, Jen.
No.
And Jeff Mike, or J Mike, as previous people have called him, had called us out in the past. Shoot or shoot. All right, you got to
Shoot or
detract the
shoot.
teacher. You're in 8th grade. You burn that Coldplay CD. All right, 10 times out of 10.
Children
Didn't
out
work
there,
out.
eighth
Worth
graders
it.
out there listening.
Oh,
Drop
Then
the
she-
advice. Go burn a CD, kids.
No, don't do that.
And then she
I
went
teach
home and
8th
had,
graders now. Don't do that.
I was going to say, she went home and had sex with her husband to that Coldplay CD.
Yeah, I take like
Viva-
7%
Viva la
of the
vida.
credit for that. So
70%.
all right, Jim.
Target hog.
Before you dip, what do you want to plug or say or do?
I'm not. You know what? I just wanted to say actually when you guys were talking about 2003, I kind of remembered to bring it back to fantasy football relevancy. I think 2003 was a year that I actually, one of those situations where you think you lose, right? This is going into the Super Bowl, the championship game of the fantasy season. And I woke up to a correction and I made it to the championship game. And I think it was either 2002 or 2003. But everyone you dread the whole overnight correction, and it actually happened to me to get into the championship game.
That's
And I
wild.
woke up in the morning and I was in. Went to sleep thinking I was not. But I think that was 2003. It may have been 2002, but for the story, let's just say it was 2000.
Say it. 03. 3 was a good year.
But other than that, no, I don't really have anything, major to plug. Obviously, 4for4, I'm all over it. Writing, editing, that's pretty much where I live. So we have a lot of good stuff coming out right now. We actually have betting and dynasty, and we even have NBA betting right now, prop bets and all that stuff. So
Hey, yo.
yeah.
my day is always made when I can either hear you or Chris on the feed co-hosting. Those are always fun times. So thank you for.
Oh, Team Map. Yeah, in
appreciate
fact, we have. I'm sorry, I don't mean to, I just talked right on over you there, but we have next week. We have a really fun. We have for any Seinfeld people out there. We're doing a Festivus in May pod with Andy Behrens from Yahoo. So that'll be next week's Team Map.
There you go.
So I did
the
have
most
something
accurate podcast. Yeah, of course. You always do. You always work it.
I forget. I'm just like, whatever. I'm here. But no, thank you guys so much for having me on. This was obviously a blast as always. I'm sorry to dip out early, but as I told Gabe, I need to actually hang out with my husband for a little bit because I've been on air every night the last like 5 days. So I'm going to go do that. You guys have a wonderful rest of the show. Nice to meet both the Jeffs. Nice to see you guys.
Nice to meet you too, Jen.
Have a good one.
The Jen for you.
Peace
Jen,
out.
Please do. FF
Tuesday,
Jen
mommy.
Bond, keep it going.
Let's get it. Oh man, I can't get over this.
I miss Jen's killing me too, man.
Right.
I'm not
You're
kidding. That's
killing
a
me,
true
bro.
True story.
What did she teach?
English.
Oh my god.
I can't think of her last name. Shout
Doesn't
out
matter.
Rentham, Massachusetts. I probably shouldn't say it. I don't want to
I was
get
gonna say we
recognized.
probably don't need to be dropping her last name on this pod. Just
That was a
telling
lie. I'm
stories
from
about-
Kansas, all right?
Yeah.
Do not listen to anything I say.
LOL. Ah.
we don't
School
edit.
board get involved and 8th grader burn their CD. Uncomfortable conversations really lead from that. You don't know who's out there
There's-
listening right now, you know?
Is there a statute of limitations on something like this?
I don't know. This is uncomfortable. This is a teacher appreciation week, guys. This is kind of uncomfortable territory. We're married to a teacher. I don't need the first graders getting any ideas about Mrs. Bell.
My wife is a teacher too. Her name is also Jennifer. I'm kidding. But she is a teacher.
My wife is too. The
Could be a
Jeff's married
sponsor.
to teachers.
Jeff's marrying teachers. This is a thing.
Yeah. Jeff Marion
The
t-shirts.
fantasy football community.
Wow.
We didn't
You're like
didn't
my
know how
East Coast
interconnected
brethren.
how interconnected the Jeff and Jen hives were. This is
I know.
there's a strong correlation here that we weren't aware of.
Yeah.
This is what we
Every
do.
day when I wake up, my 8th grade teacher is the first thing I think of.
Yo,
I'm kidding.
Became a man. That was the integral time of your life. Feel feelings, then you learn. Bodies work.
I feel like he's looking over at his real wife right now, wondering why the hell he just said that
She
With
did
no
come down at one point.
with no context at all.
I have a little bit of explaining to do, but that's okay. That's
Okay.
cool.
he didn't burn the CD and made his own mix. Mrs.
Don't make her a
Jen
CD.
has
Don't make
got
her a
it.
CD. Be like, you're the one. Honey, the Coldplay is all you.
She's like, I thought the Coldplay CD was the first time you ever made it was for me.
Hey, Miss Jen,
Little did she know, you already
You
had the
had
play.
copies.
There's
You had
Rent them
copies.
outlets.
You gave her a
I
copy.
swear to God, I shouldn't have said my hometown. This person knows. They're from Massachusetts. Tic Tac Assassin. They know. Shout out Rent Them Outlets. God damn. I'm telling you, this guy knows. This woman knows. This guy knows. This
Child,
child.
You
the
know
child
who's
in the
Jen?
chat knows all about it.
Ain't no one
King
safe,
Philip.
bro.
I shouldn't have said that. Shouldn't say it. Oh, good Lord. Good
Rent.
Lord.
So wait, inside Rentham? Don't you mean Gentham? Well,
I am undone.
do you? Do you?
I don't know what Hassan Fusses means.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh
I think
my
it's a
gosh.
it's a surname, I believe.
It must be.
Hassan
It must be.
Fusses?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
I got a headache now, man. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I tickled my funny bone something awful. I don't even know what to say.
I don't know. We're off the rails. We're all the way out now.
Yeah.
He knows. He knows.
He knows. He was so worried.
I mean, what are the chances? I mean, how many towns and cities in the U.S. are there? Like, that's wild.
All right, I'm done. I'm sorry. Golly. That was too funny. Anywho. Golly, I really did want to ask a question about drafts, but I feel like I can't even get there now. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's try this. Going back to a good friend of mine, one word answers. Just obviously the drafts in the books. I just want to hear. I don't want you to think about it. I just want you to give me your first thoughts when I ask you the questions. We'll go around the table here. The wide receiver in the first round that you must have is.
Can we just clarify though, J. Mike?
Wide receiver
Jeff
not
Mike.
named Jamar Chase.
And is this in super flex? Because I feel like we're a little more limited when it's super flex.
Sure, let's say super flex. The wide receiver that you cannot leave the first round with.
No,
Oh,
but
sorry,
we're limited now. Now we're limited.
Oh, don't
we make
you
it
don't want to be
non-super flex?
limited. Yes.
Because
So,
if we can't pick Chase, then we only have two options. Pretty much.
Okay, that's that guy's a thinker. Yes,
Only because we just did it.
that is true. We literally did.
Yeah.
The wide receiver that you cannot leave first round of one quarterback leagues. Gabe, you can go first. Honors.
Oh my goodness. The pterodactyl.
You're taking Terrace in the back of the first?
I don't know. I wanted to say his name. I wanted to say his name again. It's hard for me to gauge. I'm in so many super flex leagues now. It's so hard to gauge like what even a like non super flex rookie draft is. I can't even remember like what that would be. That would still be about right. It'd probably be right at the end, but I can be safer and say Elijah Moore. Is that better?
I mean, you didn't say one word, so sure, that works. Greenwood.
I'll be the first to admit, so I am not the best with rookies. But I'd say Jalen Waddle. You know, I really like what Miami is doing. I thought it was pretty cool that they stuck with Tua. I think that's a good move for the franchise. I like that they didn't draft a RB early, so they got a few guys in Will Fuller, Devontae Parker, Jalen Waddle, but I'll go with him.
Okay, Bill.
Am I allowed to? Do you want a new answer?
So no, just your personal answer.
I was going to say Waddle too. Again, I think it's just set up very well for him. Will Fuller taking the top off, Parker physical. I think he's going to be the lead receiver there. So Waddle.
Very good. Very good. The
Mike?
Dang it. Devontae Smith. Love him. I really do. All 166 pounds of him. Yeah. The running back from this draft who's going to score the most points, fantasy points, in 2021. Greenwood, starting with you.
Najee Harris. So I just took him actually, and we said before the show, Jeff Bell and I are in a 12-team redraft league, 1 QB. I took him at 303. I'm going with Najee. You know, I think he's going to score the most points. I think he's a talent. And while Roethlisberger is on the decline of his career, the Steelers are awesome. They've got a great defense. I think they're going to run a lot. I'm all in on Najee.
Okay. Bill.
It's hard not to pick Najee. Yeah. Backfield committees for the other guys, so I'll take Najee.
I'm gonna sneak this in and just whisper. People don't get upset with me. It's gonna be Travis Etienne.
He is. Trevor Lawrence is primary receiver from Clemson, so I think it's pretty big there.
I'm just gonna whisper though, so people on Twitter don't get too upset with me.
So what do you think, J. Mike, is going to happen with James Robinson?
So shout out to Zach. He says he's got me here. I have a whole big thing about this that I'm going to end up talking about at some point. Maybe I'll just keep it to myself. But there's so many things that people aren't talking about with how Travis Etienne wins and how he's perfectly suited to win. And that doesn't mean that James Robinson's not going to be good. That just means that they both can eat. And I think that that's going to be a very real thing this year without getting into too much. But I think they're both very relevant. I think Travis is going to get way more passing work than people even prognosticate. And I think it's going to be beautiful. And I'm excited because that's my guy. And it's the Jags. I'm a big Jags fan. So, yeah, the heights of James Robinson doesn't get to what it was last year, obviously, because he's not going to be getting all that work. But he's still going to be a part. I think he's still going to be pretty good.
So
I don't think people are going to disappoint.
Zach knocked down all three of those receivers. Do you have? I don't know. If ETN's kind of the primary receiver, what's going to happen with those? I know.
No.
Three of those guys.
I'm not saying he's necessarily going to be primary receiver.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is I think that he's going to end up getting like I think that he could push like 50 receptions plus. It could be really nice for him. I'm curious how that offense shakes out in general. It's going to be a lot of fun in Jacksonville. And that's something we haven't been able to say for a very long time. That's exciting. And it's just a lot of athletes and a lot of speed. And it's going to be fun. I don't know how it shakes out, though. I'm terrible with projections. I'm not that smart. Gabe, you're running back.
Elijah Mitchell.
Ooh,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Is that your arbitrage Trey Sermon play?
Yeah. RB5 to RB1. Just me. Yeah. I was so bummed about that landing spot. But I don't think I'm as bummed as like the Trey Sermon people should be as bummed, because I don't think it's good, but it's not great. It's good for the opportunity, but things still have to go well for him to. I don't know. I think he got like one of the better like situations as far as like the structure and scheme and coaching, etc. But I still just think it's too crowded and not going to happen. So I honestly think it will be ETN as well. And that's not even a Jaguars thing. I am concerned about the Steelers' offensive line. I am thinking that the Steelers pass more than they run ultimately. And Najee might be used for blocking a lot more than we hope. But we didn't say Javonte Williams, which sucks. Because I think he should. Like he could, I don't know.
I think he's gonna take that job. It's just
I think it's gonna happen.
Upside gonna be so.
I think he could have like a Jonathan Taylor type of season, like that. Not necessarily like that huge on the second half. I'm not saying like projecting that, but like that type of kind of transition. Hopefully not an Achilles to Melvin Gordon on that path, but just think something could pave the way for something along those lines for Javonte.
Well, if Aaron Rodgers is the Broncos quarterback, then that offense would be like a whole lot different.
Talk about it.
They're gonna like Javonte then. Maybe that's why they're all coming for Javonte, huh, J. Mike?
That's Mike. What it is. That's what it is.
They're projecting the Aaron Rodgers landing spot.
That will be pretty sweet. 2 words to that all the Harris love. Snell, yeah. No, I'm just kidding. I know. Harris is gonna get a ton of work, and it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be really nice. Next question, and this is again. I need your exact answers because I'm holding you to this, and I will be doubling back in December to make sure that we fulfill the commitment that you've said now.
Love it.
Take this that serious. Okay.
Well, Tyler Gunther told me I'd get 3 wrong, so I said you get 3 chances.
Greenwood, I need you to answer this like your Splenda sponsorship is on the line. Okay.
It's always on the line. I'm in, brother.
All right, here we go. We're starting with you here. Kyle Pitts finishes as tight end what?
I'm gonna say if I have to nail it down, I'm gonna say like tight end 6.
Okay.
I feel like he'll have a productive season. I don't think he's gonna be one of those plug-in guys like your Kelsey, your Kittle, your Waller. I think he's gonna be good, but I do think that the time to graduate into the top tier tight end will take a couple of years. I mean, I know we saw Evan Ingram. I think he finishes like tight end 6 or 7 or something like that as his rookie season. I think that's kind of his upside. While Pitts will be more talented, he certainly has the potential to be in the top 3. I'll peg him at like tight end 6 overall.
Okay. Speaking of, Bill.
6. I think that Jonnu is going to be the Patriots' leading receiver, and I think that Hawkinson will be the Lions' leading receiver. Those are the 2 guys that I really like to take a step forward. So I'll say 6 as well.
That Jonnu leap. I'm not mad at that. That would be fun.
I think that he's going to be the Patriots' leading receiver. I think they're going to scheme up ways to get him the ball. They're going to let Hunter Henry do the tight end dirty work, and he's going to be the leading receiver.
I haven't heard that, but I'm here for it. That's exciting. Gabe.
3.
Ooh. All the heat. All the heat.
Yeah, I like that.
I don't want him on the outskirts of those the elite 3 that they say.
You gotta get him in there.
Whatever. I don't know. There's always like 3, you know.
Well, somebody's going to get hurt. I feel like one of those top 3 will get hurt.
Unfortunately. Yeah, it always seems like that way, unfortunately. What is it? Kelsey, Kittle, and Waller this year? Are those the 3?
I think so.
Yeah.
I feel like people are talking about Hawk though. Like I feel like the Hawk train is really heating up for him to be one of those guys. Like,
yeah,
obviously, I think people are like, hey, he's clearly the best receiving weapon, unless you look at DeAndre Swift. But still, like those 2 are like the weapons.
I love me some Mark Andrews this year. I'm not gonna lie. Like he's not in the same tier. Mark Andrews is a guy who's I think is a touchdown machine. I think he's always going to have a high touchdown percentage. So like he's a guy that I would definitely buy the dip in, where he's up and he's hot and cold. But I mean, you talk about a plug and play guy. I think he fits in that category.
The problem with him last year, they just bracketed him every single play. And if Bateman is able to come in and kind of dominate the middle of the field with physicality like we've seen in college, that really opens things up for Andrews. And I do like that take.
And Tylan Wallace.
Well, yeah, shout out Oklahoma State.
Shout out. Somewhere Linda is smiling.
Yeah, I know. What's interesting is, man, if they could all just be kind of healthy and put it all together at the same time, you could see better numbers for tight ends this year. You could, like realistically, like because Andrews has been in that top 3. He's been elite with them. Hawkinson, we're talking about it like you will. All right. Logan Thomas had a year. I don't know if he keeps it rolling, but we love Fitz. So I think it even just amongst I don't know if it's I don't know. I still don't think like tight ends really matter, but in some case, maybe they do. And I don't know. It's just tough for rookie tight ends to do it, man. But I believe that talent is like Hawk was I was just looking at him. Where was he? Looks like 8th overall last year, depending on your scoring, I guess, in points total points. He was probably like, total points. He was 5. So, and that was in his 2nd year. I think that's realistic. I think that's where Pitts would project as like a Hawk plus. Because how would y'all compare them between like the Hockenberger Deluxe and Pitts?
That's what
as far as like where they came out. Like he's a top 10 pick too. Pitts top 5, whatever. But like, man,
I don't think it's remotely close. To be honest with you, I think Hawk's a really solid tight end, but Pitts is like, he's a unicorn. That's what he can split out wide, and I love landing with Atlanta with Hayden Hurst, kind of be able to do the tight end things and run 2 tight ends, split Pitts out wide with Matt Ryan there. Yeah, I think he's got upside. The ceiling is the roof, as they say.
Ceiling is the roof. And I'm curious. So this is what I'm curious of too. And I don't know if people have talked about this before on podcasts, but I haven't heard it yet. So I don't know if this is an original idea or not. So let's just kind of flesh this out for a second. We're in rookie drafts. Gabe and I are co-managers in one, and we watched Kyle Pitts go top 3, if I recall, Gabe. But then also we saw, and I'm in one now where it's 2.2 PPR for tight ends. Pitts goes 102. Okay. So what? So if we're saying that Pitt, are we all saying that Pitts value wise, we'd rather have Pitts over Hawkinson in Dynasty? Is that where we all are?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
If that's where we are, what do I have to add to Hawkinson to get to Pitts?
That's a great question. That's a really hard question to answer too. I mean, I feel like it's a.
Yeah.
I mean, like I feel like you got to go like mid to high end second round if you're being honest. I mean, because beyond that, you like no one's going to trade. You know, if I'm drafting Pitts at 106 this year and someone gives me Hawkinson plus, I'm not going to take Hawkinson in a third round. I don't care about third rounds. You know, and Hawkinson in a first round is too much. I think that's overspending. I don't know. That's just my 2 cents. I think mid to high second round plus Hawkinson.
Can I bring you my Hawkinson and Michael Pittman for Pitts? Is that enough?
I mean, I would. So the thing of it is, whoever takes Pitts in your draft is taking him super high. You know, he's going. I've seen him top 3 multiple times. I took him 102 in a draft. So I think whoever is taking him, they're not moving off. I think it's the type of thing where if you've got him and you're going to move off, you're going to move off to go up. You're not going down. So like it. You know, if you're more in a contender stage and you can get one of the top 3 tight ends, and I don't know, it'll be interesting to see because maybe Kelsey be the interesting question where, what are you doing with that? But I think it's really hard. Just whoever takes Pitts is valuing him so high that for them to get additional to move down to Hawk, it's going to be a hard thing to do.
I'm just curious because I think you all were just talking through how a lot of like tight end doesn't matter. Like every year we want the tight end position to be something to where all these different guys break out and all these guys come pieces of offenses that are just thriving and fun and scoring lots of points. And every year we're disappointed because a lot of them do the exact same thing, which is not much. And a few of them do a whole lot, right? Every year. And so even now with the hype trains as they are, we have people, I mean, we have our top 3, right? We have Kelsey, we have Kittle, we have Waller. Everyone's very confident in those 3. And there's a host of all these guys behind them like, hey, we got next. We've got Fant, we've got Hawk, we've got Goddard, we've got I'm blanking on names. We've got guys like John, guys like Hunter Henry, we've got the new spot and all these wide open for targets available and all these situations that people are excited about. And I think I'm just curious because if Kyle Pitts is going to be forget even Kyle Pitts being everything that people hope him to be, just with the play that everyone wants to do in terms of getting an elite, in quotation marks, an elite tight end. I'm curious. It's almost like you have to make a bet. And you have to take one of these guys who you think might have next and push that in on someone who's got the juice. What do you think, Greenwood?
So I got to start off with this. I mean, if I get Pitts in a startup or a rookie draft, I mean, honestly, if you got Hawkinson, if you just throw in like one kiss on the lips from my 8th grade English teacher, Jennifer, that would probably get it done. I mean, one smooch on the lips from Miss Jen. No, but to really answer your question, I think what you were saying earlier, like Michael Pittman and Hawkinson, I think that's a really good trade. I think you get a guy who's got upside with not Andrew Luck, I know I said that, Carson Wentz
Freudian slip.
in Indiana. So I think that if you had a Michael Pittman and a Hawkinson for a Pitts, I think that's a fair trade. And I'd take the Pittman and Hawkinson side in that deal, but I think that's a very good kind of baseline.
Okay. Gabe, I know you're disgusted with tight ends and you don't want to talk about it, so I'm done. I'm done with my rookie round.
Do we have any updated ADP from our website about where our even with Pitts as a, and by the way, I don't know if y'all are, this is an inside joke for the open bar. We have to explain inside jokes on the open bar. This is not our website. But it is our website. Right, J Mike?
Facts.
DLF.
Fact checking, we still have it. Yes, we still own it. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Great. So if y'all got websites out there, podcasts, they're ours now. Thanks.
So what is your podcast favorite
Debbie
podcast?
Royale. Would y'all start that last week, 2 weeks ago? Thanks.
It's our third episode, so 3 weeks ago.
Newly acquired. Yep. Thank you. Welcome to.
It was a good run, guys. I really appreciate it.
Oh, y'all can still pod.
Bring in the mothership.
Network
yes,
now. Yeah.
We're going to the mothership. Yeah, great.
Call me mother.
Yeah.
That's right.
Did you want? Did you want just tight ends? Did you want rookies? What ADP did you want?
Oh, I don't care. No, the startup. I want startup actually. Well, I guess that's not going to be accurate. Who has like the tight end? No, whatever. Yeah, startup. Yeah. Startup.
Okay. Kyle Pitts has been going in startups as tight end 4, 43 overall.
Wow.
43 overall. Which tight end was that? Which tight end?
Tight end 4.
Behind
the next tight end doesn't go until 19 picks later. Mark Andrews at 62 overall. And then Hawk is at 66 overall. So almost 20 picks between basically Andrews, Hawkinson group, and then Pitts.
Whew. And what date is that updated post draft or whatever? Or
no,
April? Okay.
No,
so
this is April.
But I imagine it's not going to really move. I think people are going to like the Atlanta spot.
Yep.
Maybe even moves up a little bit. Seems like people are thirsty out in the streets. Man, wow.
He's going two spots behind Waller. Man, all right. I was just curious.
Wow.
I honestly thought he would be ahead of Waller.
Did you?
Wow.
Yeah. I thought it'd be Kelsey, Kittle, and then Pitts. I thought he'd be 3.
There's some push to move Waller ahead of Kelsey or of Kittle out there. So there's some people that think that
Kittle needs to be
crazy,
there,
right?
bro.
Waller
takes all the targets.
Yeah,
he's a baller. I mean, the dude is just
Waller
like you.
Too.
You
He's
have to love him.
Not even bad either. Yeah.
All right. Good deal. That's all of my rookie questions. That's all of my questions. Period. Gabe, I think we're good.
That was weak.
We're good.
That was weak. That's it.
Listen, man. Between
between
both of our games, and between my quick round of rookie questions and Greenwood tickling my funny bone like nobody's tickled my funny bone of late. What else is there to do? Man, I'm gonna listen to this on the playback and I'm just gonna melt. This has been too much fun. Y'all have been too much fun, man.
I couldn't believe that happened. I can't believe that you said 2003 and that was his teacher. I'm just tripping.
And I kept a straight face. When I said 2003 and it was like,
I know.
What?
It's like y'all were on the Pulp Premium pre-show like, yo, I have this story. Jeff's like, listen.
I can
somehow
find
weave
her
this
last
in.
name.
That's funny.
Oh yeah, first name.
Exactly.
And hold on. That's not a teacher thing. To say that is a teacher thing for like my teachers that I drop my 10-month-old son off. That I do miss first name. I don't do that to my 8th grade. They're not calling me Mr. Gabe. All right. Why on earth were you calling this woman Miss Jen?
It's a great question. I don't have an answer at the moment.
There's a level that go when you start burning that CD, you're not at last name basis anymore. You're jumping to first name all the way there.
You put JEN, all caps, on that CD. All right.
Yeah. What'd you name it?
My gosh.
The Love Mix, the Coldplay mix.
Chris Martin, my man. Coldplay.
Okay.
You're naming CDs. Naming
100%. 100%. Like you just said, the slow jams with 2 Z's at the end.
Yep.
Like it was burning CDs was an art.
Oh yeah. No, yeah. You had to construct the playlist.
I can just see him throwing 1 Z on it, and he's like,
Gabe knows the music. You had to construct that playlist when you're putting the songs together. You wanted to start out with a good hitter to get you in the right mood, and then you kind of bring it
100%.
down just a little bit. Then number
100%.
3 is like you got to bring it back up again. And then 4, kind of roll with it, and then level it out, and then crescendo at the end.
I mean, it comes with one of those like mini football notes, the triangles. Everybody's seen them. You fold it like 18 times. You pass it along. Miss Jen. I'm gonna be thinking about her a lot. All right.
She had have it in the colored case. She go out to get one of the good ones with the colored case, the jewel
case. And I remember going to Walmart and being so upset. Y'all don't have the rewritables?
Yeah.
Why don't y'all have the rewritables now?
Absolutely.
Man,
you set up your LimeWire, Kazaa, whatever. We had dial-up internet, and we'd put it in there and be like 8 hours later, like, okay, did it come through? And there's a scratch on this one. This one stopped. I got 1 out of 5 that I set up. So okay, I'm building 1 out of 5. Let's go.
Yo, my net zero free trial ends tomorrow. We got to get this done tonight.
We got to do this tonight. I need this one to come through. 3% left. Let's go.
Yo, I can't tell you how many net zero trial packs, AIM trial pack.
See it now, bro. Yeah, I'm with you. My goodness.
The crack. Starting out.
Yeah. I used to make mixtapes too, and I'd always because I always thought that like punk rock bands were like just like funny names. They're always like they were always so weird. Like where did you come up with this name? Fall Out Boy? Like what does that mean?
Some 41.
Yeah, some 40 month.
Panic at the disco. Who's panicking?
Yeah, what's
Panic.
Wrong? Is everything
Panic
okay?
at the disco.
I thought we were moving. What's going on? Is everything okay? I'm not panicking. I'm fine.
That's panic at the disco.
I write sins, not tragedies. What? What'd you say? Excuse me? That gets no play in my house. What? Get behind me, Satan. Like what you talking about?
I'd have these mixes of like pretty much all music, probably just like popular music at the time. There's probably some punk, some rap, rock, maybe some Coldplay, throw that in there, whatever. But I just name the CD by like a band that I just like make up. Like, I don't know. I like one just like literally popped in my head. I probably riffed it off of Blink 182, but Blinking Roses and Grass. That was literally one of the names of like I just a made up band on a stupid like CD, like Napster. You could make the CD things to slap on the CD in Napster.
The labels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the labels. And Blinking, I remember that. Blinking Roses and Grass. What the
That's deep. That's deep, bro.
I was like 5th grade. Like, what am I doing?
Deep cut, bro.
I still have some of my Burt CDs somewhere.
Yeah,
in my house.
Treasures.
Oh,
I dropped
the mixtapes too. I dropped the mixtapes, J Mike, in college when I was rapping, thinking.
Remember the big CD books? You just roll through. Oh my God, you got a 128 case. You are rolling.
Yeah.
My wife still has one. Man, that's funny. All right, Gabe. Let's do this.
All right. We got a draft. Can we draft? I don't know what we can draft. I think we could have it since we don't have any gens here, we could have a gen draft of sorts. Well, I'm a gen bun, but no, I'll moderate at the very least a gen draft. I don't want to get too creepy for a buddy.
Yeah,
Jeff,
don't do
Yeah,
that.
we don't need that.
I won't
Don't
won't
do
swing
that.
on that. I wouldn't. But can we? Is there just a G-rated version? And maybe you've kind of already answered this, J Mike, to a degree. But a crush, like who's like is that easygoing enough? Can we ride with that? Is that too far? A crush?
8th grade
Just
English
your-
teacher. That's just me.
just your Miss Jen. What was that?
8th grade English teacher. That's just me.
Greek was like, listen, man, I got my 101, bro.
Who is your 8th grade English teacher aside from who's your 102?
All I could think about when you were saying that is mixing the words in, and like degenerate fantasy player. It's got Jen in that. That's going to be up there if you're trying to do the play on words thing.
Get the play on words with it. Okay, that's you said that pretty effortlessly. Yeah, I'd say.
Ooh.
Impressive. You're good.
Strong.
Too many intros. All right. I don't know. I guess you already kind of hit the crushes of sorts. Who will I leave this first round? Let's do. Can you do a later one? And it can even be because Jeff and Splendineer is not entirely ready for the rookies, the deeper rookies. Is that correct? So we can even just say a late round hit of sorts, even if it's redraft, even like, cause that can work in dynasty. Like, yeah, I'm going to draft him in the late round of a dynasty league or a redraft league. And you are my 102. Cause you know, my 101 is going to be Miss Jen, baby. But you're my 102 and that's fine, baby boo. Can we do that? Is that okay, J Mike?
Sure.
Is that G-rated enough?
I think it is. I think it works.
Okay.
Everyone can attend.
This is our draft. I don't know. I can't even like metaphorically go there. So we're just going to have to keep it on the crush.
Just late round crush.
Yeah, just late round crush. Really.
Like Jeff's late life crush was Miss
late life
Jen.
crush. Yeah.
Early life crush, late life
That's
crush.
early life
Yeah.
crush. Late life crush, 8th grade. Let's crushing on second grade teachers out here.
It's basically like, why did you either marry a teacher or become a teacher?
2 words, Miss Jen.
You're the reason, honey, is Miss Jen.
Reasons. Oh man. So yeah.
Miss Stank, and the reason is you.
There you go. Your crush and then your outro in terms of plugging what you want to plug, obviously giving your handle if you like, saying whatever you want to say, all in one. Nicely wrapped present. Who wants 101?
Short draft.
Or 102, since Miss Jen's 101.
True.
Who wants 102?
Everyone gets the 102.
We're picking a Jen crush.
No. This is we're clowning crush. This is the later round crush of rookie.
Okay.
A rookie that went later that you want to have on your team.
Okay, I'll go.
Okay.
So my guy through the whole process, my late round rookie crush is Dwayne Eskridge. So he landed with Seattle. I think he's going to be the heir apparent to Tyler Lockett, and he's a Mac guy. I'm a Mac guy, so he's my guy. And I am Jeff at For Whom J Bell Tolls with Fantasy Pros, the Debbie Royale, and going for 2.
Dang.
There you have it.
That's
Efficiency.
like, yeah, I know. No, Jeff efficiency.
Come
on. Okay, Mike.
Jeff efficiency and Splendineer. I mean, I love this.
Effortless. Yeah. I don't know, Jeff, but Jeff, the accountant, need to give you a name that is funny and play on words. Apparently,
Jeff efficiency. Apparently,
Jeff
Efficient.
efficiency. He's why didn't we give a Jeff Fisher shout out, by the way?
Nobody needs that mediocrity.
You can't. There's no 8 and 8 anymore. It's like 8 and 9 or 9 and 8. I mean, it just ruins everything.
Yeah.
Ties.
I feel like they
one,
somehow do like an 8.5 and 8.5 somehow. All right, but anyway, Jefficient Jeff, good to have you, brother.
Thank you. Good to be here.
And good to pod with you again.
Always an honor.
Appreciate you providing me with some humility and just whooping my angle side. That's a math joke in the Dynasty game night. And man, I feel like you absolutely just whooped us again on the Jeffs and Jens game. So the streak lives, and I'll give you a pass on mine because
You really keep score there.
Nonetheless, good to have you, brother.
Thank you.
All right, and the Splendoneer himself, Jeff. What do you got, man? What's your outro? What are you living on? What is your 102? We know what the 101 is. What'd it be? What'd it be like?
So I've got to stay on brand. So my thing is fullbacks. I'm a big fullbacks fan. I got my Pat Ricard jersey, Ravens. So in honor of that, I chat occasionally with Pat Ricard from the Ravens and Kyle Juszczyk, as in like they'll respond to like a couple messages here and there. They're really cool guys, but I pretend that they're my best friends, not to brag. So I've got to shout out the rookie that I'm drafting late. And I legitimately do this in my dynasty leagues. So I'll grab Pat Ricard and Kyle Juszczyk. And I just joke around, troll, and I'm like, these guys, hell yeah. That's what I was going to say.
I knew it.
That's my guy, Ben Mason. That's what I was going to say. So I asked Kyle Juszczyk and Pat Ricard, I go, hey, who's the first fullback that's going to be drafted? I think it's going to be Ben Mason. And I was predicting to the Chiefs. Anthony Sherman, no longer with them. And Pat Ricard says, I got to rep my guy. I don't want to make him look bad, but he's like, fullbacks aren't drafted as much anymore. And then the Ravens drafted Ben Mason in the 5th, and my guy Pat. So that's who I'm going to pick for my late round rookie guy. He blocks for your running backs and your dynasty rosters. He brings some good locker room spirit. And my guy Pat Ricard is pretty funny. He tweets out that Spider-Man meme of the guy looking at the other Spider-Man and retweets the Ravens pick for Ben Mason. So I thought that was pretty good. And then as far as where to find me, so you can find me on Twitter at the Fantasy Eng. I'm with the Fantasy Footballers. I try to do some stupid, silly, goofy videos. And thanks again for having me on, guys. This was an absolute blast. I'm a big fan of the pod. It was a great night. Thank you guys very much.
100%. Couldn't have done it without a couple of Jeffs and a Jen. Most certainly. it was too good. I don't know, J Mike. Maybe it would be fun to like plan pods every once in a while. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work, though.
It took me like 40 minutes to look up those facts and names and stuff. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I was like, I hardly know any actresses and actors with Jeff or Jen. I found out mine. I was like, that's got to be the only 7. And then you come through with yours, and I'm like, oh, there are way more.
I was just trying to pull some obscure. Anyway, that was good. My 103 in this year's draft. I've got some rookie drafts coming up, and I know people listen to this and they snake me on this. Not that like I'm not trying to shout out like, oh, look at me, I'm popular. No, I'm just saying like legitimately last year people listen were like, oh, we knew that you were doing this. Effective outro. Shout out, Dave. I
like that.
But so I'm not gonna give my main crushes. I'm just gonna throw one out there. Arbitrage Rashad Bateman in Tylan Wallace in Baltimore. I think he's a good player. I don't know that he was all the way healthy last year, coming back from the ACL, and I think that he's gonna end up being a really good player. Now, I'm not saying he's gonna be better than Bateman. I'm just gonna say that I think that would be really fun to see both of them on the field succeeding for the Ravens. Please, pass efficiency and pass volume go up, Baltimore. Please. Can we get to 500 attempts? Can I get 500, Lamar? Come on. Anywho, to our guests, Miss Akins, Mr. Bell, Mr. Greenwood, grateful for you all. thank you so much for joining us this evening. Absolute pleasure meeting you both officially, not over the interwebs, but in real time. This has been an absolute treat for me. Tuesday Mommy came through. I'm on cloud nine. It's been a whale of a day in the quote unquote real world. So this has been an absolute wonderful pleasure and a treat for me to be able to be with you all this evening. So thank you for the laughs. Thank you for the fun. This was truly a pleasure. I can't stress that enough. Thank you. To everybody in the chat, shout out to you all. Thank you all for spending some time with us this evening. Thank you for having a ball with us. Oh man, y'all kept it lit. It was a good time, and I will not soon forget Miss Jen. That's killing me. that is just. Oh man, I laugh a lot on this show, and that was one of the harder laughs I've had.
Top 5 laughs, Jeff. Just so you know.
Yeah, that was.
I appreciate that.
I've been around.
It cut me deep. It was good. This has just been a great night. I gave my pick. Obviously, you can find me on Twitter at JMikeCheck, at JMICCheck. You can find the show's handle at the Open Bar Pod on the interwebs. Obviously, if you're listening to this in podcast form, thank you. You could have spent any amount of time with anybody in the entire world, but you decided to spend at least a little bit of time with us. So thank you. We appreciate you. If you want to subscribe, if you want to leave a review, if you want to rate, great. If you don't, that's fine too. Just thank you for spending some time with us. We appreciate you. To my main man, the host with the most, Bun G, Genius the MC, FF Man Gen, FF Gen Bun, Mr. Gabe, if you're proper. On Twitter at FF Man Bun. Take us home.
No, I hate that.
Mr. Gearing, if you nice.
Mr. Gabe, if you proper. But it kind of got the. All right, I'll give it to you. But I don't want to be called that. I don't mind like adults calling me that. That's all. Anyway. Shoot, what else is there to say? But thank you, I suppose. Annual, bi-monthly, semi-annual, annually, biannually, Jeff and Jen show easily happening. J Mike, you good? Jeff Mike, you good? You good? You good? You good?
I'm all right, man. I was still drinking water, and you said that. But I'm a mess, man.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen now. We might have inspired some motivation to like just make shows a bit somehow. Anyway, what a great way to start a bit anyway, and good people to do it with. Shout out to one last shout out, Jen Pulvote. Hope that we can get her on. No spoilers, but spoilers. Oh shoot, yeah. No spoilers, but how did you? Speaking of brand, bro, how did you not hit us with the what is it? NBD,
NBD, but KBD. Hell yeah! I'm the only one who's sworn tonight. By the way, I don't know if that's okay. I heard it damn it last week.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know. Fuck. There you go. Sorry.
Bump the rating up for the whole show.
I didn't want to take too much of my little intricacies, but that's kind of the thing I'm trying to grow, and it catches on. I'm telling you, you see it once, you see it forever.
I love it.
No big deal, but kind of a big deal.
Yeah, it was easily one of the first things that I grasped when watching the videos. So I'm with it. I'm with the brand, the Splendoneer, all of it. So Twitter's gotten a little fun over the last, like, I don't know, 6 months, J Mike. I'm just saying, like, there's been some weird things that have happened, but it's gotten a little fun. There's some characters that have because J Mike and I have been in these streets, man. We're not even OGs. We're just like, we kind of hit in the middle, but like we've been through some weird stuff too. All right. So anyway, I don't know where I was at. this was fun, and we're gonna do it again in a show next week probably. And I was gonna say no spoilers, but we have another poll vote on the show next week. That's right, maybe even both. We don't care. Pull both. Come on, ain't a thing. That's a call out to you, Jen. Hope you're listening. Hope you're feeling well. Come on the show. All right, J Mike, you got any journals for me? Jeff Mike's journal.
Oh, too busy grinding this 9 to 5 that's turning into a 9 to pretty much all the time. But
yeah,
the journal will be back soon.
Yeah, turn into a 5 to 9. I think there's a bar in there with someone said before that I like. What else? You've been podding, J Mike. You covered the draft for the dummies.
Little dummy blitz. Little
dummy blitz.
Little this, little that. Back in that bag a little bit. Yeah. Might be recording this week with them again. We'll see.
J Mike, I'm telling you, Jeff Mike's been getting in his bag with this football stuff. He ain't clowning around with this open bar.
There's no stopping me at this point. Jeff's let me in the door. Now I'm just running wild.
Come on.
You're an honorary Jeff. Rest of life.
You love to see it. Welcome to the Jeff
My
Hive.
brothers.
Jeff
My
Hive?
brothers. My brothers.
All right. Yeah, that's it, man. We're gonna be here next week. We've got plenty of bits and games and drafts and things for the next week, and I don't know what they are yet, but we'll find out about 45 minutes before the show or 45 minutes into the show. And that's how we does things here on the open bar. J Mike, I wish I could have filibustered. I am FF filibuster. How could I not have done it?
Just end it.
Jeff, this is another inside. This is another inside joke for you,
right.
For both of y'all, really. That I try to push it. I try to painfully push J Mike over that 120-minute mark. I try every single week, and this is one of the times, probably like I could keep it on one hand, that I've let this happen. I'm just saying. Oh, come on. Hey, shout out JOK. Oh, you want to start talking about JOK? Anyone that was on draft night kicking it with a JOK. Okay, I'm just playing. All right, we'll see y'all next week. The open bar. It's a beautiful thing. Can I get the Jen thing one more time, please? Can I get that one more time? Because I probably will never hear you sing again. Just one more time.
That's not true. You've heard me sing before. You'll probably hear me sing again, but I will give you the name that Jen or Jeff.
We are bros.